Matteo Bellandi's tattooed hand struck the polished table hard enough to silence 30 people. "Say her name like she's disposable one more time," he said, his voice low and cold, "and this meeting ends very differently." 3 days earlier, Evelyn Mercer had believed the worst thing waiting for her was grief. Rain followed her into the 32nd floor boardroom of Mercer Maritime, darkening the shoulders of her wool coat and leaving small drops across the marble floor. The room smelled of lemon polish, expensive coffee, and the white lily Vanessa had ordered before their father was even buried. Evelyn hated those flowers. Her father had hated them too. Vanessa sat at the head of the table in a cream suit, one hand resting beside their father's old fountain pen. She looked composed, rested, almost relieved. Around her sat 12 board members who had called Evelyn at midnight whenever a shipment stalled or a contract threatened to collapse. None of them met her eyes now. "We should begin," the estate attorney said. He kept smoothing the corner of a blue folder, as though the paper might expose him if he stopped touching it. Evelyn took the empty chair near the door. The place reserved for Bellandi holdings remained vacant. Their father had never explained why the Bellandis held so much of Mercer Maritime's private debt. He had only told Evelyn never to mistake quiet investors for harmless ones. Kessler cleared his throat and began reading. The first pages were ordinary. The house in Connecticut. The cars, several charitable trusts. Then his voice changed. All controlling interest in Mercer Maritime Holdings, including voting shares and executive authority, transfers to Vanessa Claire Mercer. Evelyn felt the words before she understood them. Her fingertips went cold. Somewhere behind her, the ventilation system clicked on with a hollow metallic hum. "That's not possible," she said. It was the smile she used with reporters and frightened employees. Dad made his decision. Dad told people what they needed to hear. Kessler continued. Evelyn would receive a modest trust, but only if she waived every right to challenge the will or investigate company records. A few board members shifted in their seats. Nobody looked surprised. Maybe not everything. Vanessa leaned back in their father's chair. Dad trusted the daughter who knew how to lead. Evelyn looked at the pen beside her sister's hand. Their father never kept it capped during meetings. Never. Her gaze moved to the financial appendix beneath Kessler's folder. One line showed through the thin paper. Bellandi Holdings, $48 million. Secured through 3 subsidiaries Evelyn had never seen. She stopped breathing for half a second. Then she noticed the filing code printed beside it. And 17 black, her father's private designation for fraudulent exposure. Evelyn stood, picked up her coat, and quietly photographed the code before Vanessa could cover it. "Running away?" Vanessa asked. Evelyn slipped the phone into her pocket. "No, I'm finding out what you were afraid Dad left me." The elevator doors closed on Vanessa's expression. An unknown number sent her a message. "Your father did not leave you nothing. He left you the truth." And the man who owned that truth was Matteo Bellandi. Evelyn stared at the message until the elevator reached the lobby. The doors opened to rain streaking the glass walls and black cars idling along the curb. One of them flashed its headlights twice. A man in a dark suit stepped out, opened the rear door, and said, "Mr. Bellandi is expecting you." She should have walked away. Instead, she climbed inside. 20 minutes later, the car stopped outside a narrow Italian restaurant with its sign turned off and its front curtains drawn. The dining room smelled of roasted garlic, old wood, and expensive tobacco. Every table was empty except the one in the back. Matteo Bellandi sat beneath a low amber light, wearing a charcoal suit with the collar open. Black tattoos climbed the left side of his neck and disappeared beneath his shirt. More ink covered his hands, winding across his fingers as he rested them beside an untouched espresso. He looked older than the men Vanessa usually invited to company dinners. "Not tired exactly, but your sister sent 3 attorneys this morning," he said. "You came alone." His eyes lifted to hers. For the first time since the board meeting, she felt seen instead of measured. Matteo slid a thin folder across the table. Your father owed my family $48 million. That debt was hidden from me. It was hidden from everyone who might have stopped it. Evelyn opened the folder. Interest had been added twice. One signature was too smooth, too careful. Her father's handwriting had always leaned left when he was angry. This is forged, she said. How long did that take you? 7 seconds. Something almost like amusement touched his face, then vanished. A door opened behind him, and voices spilled from a private dining room. Matteo stood. Come with me. Inside. 6 members of the Bellandi family sat around a long table covered with white linen, red wine, and plates no one seemed interested in touching. This is Mercer's daughter? Matteo said. The one without the company, the man replied. Evelyn felt the insult land, but she did not look away. The one who knows why your contract is wrong, she said. Silence settled over the room. The duplicate interest and the missing authorization code. The older man's expression hardened. Matteo said nothing. He simply watched her take control of a room that had expected her to shrink. When Evelyn reached for a serving plate, her tense hand drifted too close to the hot ceramic. Matteo moved it away before she touched it. The gesture was quiet, almost private. Then he led her back into the empty dining room. From inside his jacket, he removed a sealed envelope with her name written across the front in her father's handwriting. He left this with me 6 months ago. I was instructed to give it to you only if Vanessa took control. She looked at him. What is inside? The reason your father knew she would. Evelyn held the envelope without opening it. Her father's handwriting looked weaker than she remembered, the letters uneven, as if his hand had trembled while writing her name. The restaurant had gone quiet again. Behind the closed dining room doors, the Bellandi family spoke in low voices, silverware touching porcelain, chairs shifting across hardwood. Matteo stood across from her, one tattooed hand resting on the back of a chair. Or you can leave. Would you let me leave? Yes. His answer came too quickly to be a threat. That unsettled her more. Evelyn broke the seal. Inside was a handwritten letter, a small encrypted drive, and a copy of an agreement stamped with Mercer Maritime's corporate seal. She read the first line twice. Evie, if Vanessa has taken control. Then I ran out of time. Her throat tightened. Her father had not called her Evie since she was 12. She kept reading. He wrote that Vanessa had been meeting with an investment group planning to break the company apart, sell the port contracts, cut the pension fund, and leave the workers with nothing but severance checks and apologies. He had tried to stop her quietly. Then the board turned against him. Then the attorney changed sides. Then the debt appeared. He knew. Evelyn whispered. He knew she was doing this. Matteo watched her face, not the letter. He knew enough to be afraid. The agreement gave Bellandi Holdings the right to demand immediate repayment if Mercer Maritime falsified financial records or transfer protected assets. It also gave the Bellandis first position to purchase the company before any outside buyer. Evelyn looked up. This is not a loan. No. It is a trap. An insurance policy. Matteo said, Your father's wording. And you have been holding the trigger. The left side of his neck shifted as his jaw tightened, the dark tattoo disappearing beneath his open collar. I have been holding a choice. He placed another document on the table. It listed shell companies, transfers, and consulting fees. One payment went to Daniel Kessler, the attorney who had read the will. Another went to a member of the Mercer board. The final payment had been routed through a company connected to someone inside the Bellandi family. Evelyn felt cold despite the warm room. You have a traitor. So do you. Mine is my sister. Family usually makes betrayal easier, not harder. Matteo said it without bitterness, which made her wonder how often he had learned that lesson. He offered her a deal. She would help prove Vanessa had violated the agreement. Bellandi Holdings would buy the company before the investment group could dismantle it. In return, his family would control the harbor contracts for 10 years. She loses the company. That is not what I asked. Matteo's eyes stayed on hers. She learns that power borrowed through lies always comes due. The dining room door opened. Salvatore Bellandi stepped out, his silver hair combed neatly back, his expression sharp. Matteo, we are not giving Mercer's daughter a vote. Matteo turned slowly. She understands the company. She is emotional. Evelyn folded her father's letter and stood. I found the false signature in 7 seconds. Your people had the contract for 6 months. Salvatore's face changed. Matteo's did not, but something warm and dangerous flickered behind his eyes. She gets a vote, he said. Salvatore left without another word. Evelyn looked down at the encrypted drive in her palm. When she connected it to Matteo's laptop, one file opened. It contained a list of secret payments. At the bottom was Daniel Kessler's name. Beside it was a date 3 days before her father died. By midnight, Evelyn had found 6 payments that should not have existed and one name Matteo refused to explain. Rain pressed against the office windows 50 floors above the harbor, turning the city lights into blurred gold streaks. The room smelled of black coffee, leather, and the faint woody trace of Matteo's cologne. Evelyn sat at the end of a long conference table, with her sleeves rolled to her elbows, dark hair pinned loosely at the back of her neck. Hours ago, she had arrived in a fitted navy dress and heels. Now the shoes were under the table, and her bare feet rested against the cool hardwood. This consultant, she said, tapping the screen. Anthony Rusk. He received $400,000 from Vanessa, then moved part of it through a Bellandi account. Matteo stood behind her, close enough that she could see the black ink across his fingers when he reached past her for the mouse. Rusk is not a consultant. Then what is he? Someone my uncle trusted. Evelyn turned her head. Matteo's open collar exposed a charcoal tattoo climbing the left side of his neck. His face remained calm, but a muscle moved once along his jaw. Trusted, she repeated. Past tense? She studied him. You already suspected someone inside your family. Suspicion keeps people alive. Proof keeps families from tearing themselves apart. It is not. He moved away before the silence between them could become something else. Evelyn looked back at the numbers, but her concentration had shifted. Matteo had spent the last 4 hours answering every question without touching her. Yet each time he leaned near, the space around her seemed smaller. She hated that she noticed. She hated more that she did not want him to stop. A soft knock came from the side door. An older man entered wearing a security uniform. One hand pressed to his lower back. Matteo immediately crossed the room. Frank, you should be home. My wife is at the hospital. I needed the insurance forms. Matteo opened the cabinet, removed a paper bag, and handed it to him. Food first. Forms are already signed. Frank looked embarrassed. You did not have to do that. I know. After the man left, Evelyn glanced at the bag of groceries still visible through the glass door. You keep food in your office for your guards. He forgets to eat when he is worried. Matteo returned to the table. You saw nothing. Of course not. Good. The terrified Matteo Bellandi would never remember someone's wife has surgery on Thursdays. His eyes narrowed, but there was no anger in them. Careful, Evelyn. Was that a threat? Advice? She smiled before she could stop herself. Then the next file opened, and the warmth disappeared. Her father had not borrowed the money to save Mercer Maritime. He had used it to recover a shipping contract Vanessa had secretly pledged to the Moretti family. Evelyn read the document twice. If you buy the company, the Morettis lose access to the harbor. Yes, and they will blame you. They already do. This could start a family war over a contract. Matteo rested both tattooed hands on the table. That is why we need proof before Vanessa sells anything else. Evelyn's phone rang. The caller identification showed Mercer Maritime. She answered immediately. Hello? A woman whispered Evelyn. It is Marissa from accounting. She is clearing the records tonight. Where are you? The old records building near Pier 9. I found something about your father. But there are people outside, and I do not think they are security. A door slammed on the other end. Marissa inhaled sharply. Please hurry. The line went dead. Matteo was already reaching for his coat. You are staying here. Evelyn stood and slipped her shoes back on. That is my employee, and this is exactly what they want. Then they should not have chosen someone I refuse to abandon. Matteo stared at her for one long second, then handed her coat to her. You stay beside me. I do not take orders well. Tonight, learn. The black SUV stopped beneath the broken light outside the records building at Pier 9, where rainwater ran along the curb in oily ribbons. Evelyn reached for the door, but Matteo's tattooed hand closed over the handle first. You move when I move. Marissa is inside. That does not make the dark safer. His voice stayed calm, which somehow made the warning heavier. Two Bellandi men checked the entrance, while Matteo led Evelyn through a side door that smelled of damp cardboard, old dust, and cold concrete. The emergency lights cast weak red circles across rows of filing cabinets. Marissa? Evelyn called. A soft sound came from behind a locked office. They found her crouched beside a desk, shaken but unharmed, clutching a flash drive against her chest. Matteo removed his coat and placed it around her shoulders before asking a single question. Evelyn noticed the gesture. So did Marissa. Vanessa sent people to clear the files. Marissa whispered. I hid when I heard them arguing downstairs. She gave Evelyn the drive. Your father kept copies of everything. A noise echoed from the hallway. Matteo stepped in front of Evelyn so quickly that his back filled her entire view. His left hand lifted slightly, black tattoos visible across his fingers. No shouting, no reckless move. Just a quiet command to his men, followed by footsteps retreating somewhere beyond the door. A minute later, the building fell silent again. We are leaving, Matteo said. By sunrise, Marissa was safe with relatives outside the city, and the drive had revealed enough to prove Vanessa had paid the attorney, pressured board members, and prepared to transfer Mercer assets to the Morettas. Then Vanessa called. Her voice came through Evelyn's phone, warm and polished. Dinner tonight. The house. We need to settle this like family. Matteo shook his head before Evelyn answered. She accepted anyway. At 7, the Mercer dining room glowed with candlelight and crystal. Vanessa sat at one end of the table beside two board members, a representative from the investment fund and Luca Moretti, whose smile never reached his eyes. Matteo entered 5 minutes later as a potential investor, wearing a black suit open at the throat. The charcoal tattoo on the left side of his neck impossible to miss. He did not sit beside Evelyn. He sat where he could see every door. Course after course arrived, but nobody ate much. Vanessa raised her glass. To moving forward, Evelyn placed a copy of the payment record beside her plate. Does moving forward include paying Daniel Kessler $200,000 3 days before Dad died? One of the board members set down his fork. Vanessa's smile tightened. You've been spending too much time with criminals. Matteo lowered his wine glass. Careful. The single word emptied the room of sound. Vanessa turned toward him. This is a family matter. Then stop conducting it like a hostile acquisition. Evelyn slid the forged authorization across the table. You changed the will, buried the debt, and promised company assets you did not own. Vanessa's composure cracked. You own nothing. Luca Moretti rose and took one slow step toward Evelyn. Matteo was already standing. He moved between them, broad shoulders still, tattooed hands resting at his sides. Sit down, he said. Luca studied him, then returned to his chair. Everyone understood what had just happened, and the cost of that choice would not stay inside this room. As they left, Vanessa caught Evelyn near the doorway and whispered, You think he bought your freedom? Her eyes flicked toward Matteo. Ask him what Dad promised in exchange for that loan. Rain streaked across the SUV windows as Evelyn turned toward Matteo. What did my father promise you? Matteo did not answer. The city moved past them in wet flashes of red and gold. But inside the car, the silence felt sealed. His tattooed hand rested against his knee, still except for the slow movement of his thumb across one black line of ink. Vanessa said there was another price. Evelyn continued. His voice was low. Matteo looked at the driver. Take us to my apartment. Evelyn gave a humorless laugh. That is not an answer. No, it is a place where my family is not listening. 20 minutes later, she stood in a dark kitchen high above the river. The apartment was quieter than she expected, all warm wood, old books, and a small radio playing softly near the stove. Matteo removed his jacket and rolled back his cuffs, revealing the tattoos along both forearms. He opened a locked drawer and placed a second agreement on the counter. If Mercer Maritime defaulted, he said, my family received the right to appoint one permanent board member. Evelyn read the clause. Her stomach tightened. You could have chosen Vanessa. Yes, you could have controlled the company through her. Yes, she looked up. But you chose me. Matteo's jaw hardened. Your father did. Do not hide behind him. The words came sharper than she intended. Everyone keeps deciding what I should inherit, what I should lose, and who I should trust. You do not get to make me another asset in your portfolio. Matteo stepped closer, but he did not touch her. I never thought you were an asset. Then what am I? He held her gaze for a long moment. The only person in that company who still cares what happens to the people inside it. Evelyn looked back at the agreement, angry because part of her believed him. Because I knew how it would sound. It sounds like ownership. That is exactly why I changed it. He placed another document beside the first. Evelyn read the first page, then the second. Matteo had transferred a large portion of his private holdings into a legal guarantee that removed her personal liability from the Bellandi debt. If the company collapsed, she would owe his family nothing. He would lose the properties instead. You did this tonight? She asked. Before dinner. Why? His expression shifted. Not softer exactly, but less guarded. Because every person in your life attached a price to protecting you. The room seemed smaller. Evelyn could hear the refrigerator hum and the rain tapping against the windows. Matteo stood close enough that she could smell coffee and cedar on his shirt. For one reckless second, she wondered what it would feel like to stop questioning him. Then her phone rang. Vanessa had announced the sale of Mercer Maritime to the investment fund. The deal would close in 48 hours. Matteo read the screen over her shoulder. She is moving faster. Evelyn folded the agreement and slipped it into her bag. Then we move faster. I already lost. She met his eyes. Now I'm choosing what survives. By 3 a.m, Evelyn had found the mistake Vanessa never expected anyone to notice. It was buried inside a transfer agreement, disguised as routine language. But the dates did not match. Once to the investment fund and once to the Moretti family. Evelyn sat forward at Matteo's dining table, her dark hair falling loose over one shoulder. She triggered the default, she said. Matteo stood behind her with his sleeves rolled up, black tattoos running from his forearms across his hands. Show me. Evelyn pointed to the final page. This clause requires written approval before protected assets can be transferred. Vanessa never asked for it. Matteo read the paragraph once. That gives my family the right to demand payment immediately. And take the company. Yes. Evelyn closed the folder. No. Matteo's eyes lifted to hers. No, if you seize everything. The workers pay for what Vanessa did. The fund will pull contracts. The banks will freeze payroll. Thousands of people will wake up tomorrow wondering whether they still have health insurance. My uncle will not care. I am not asking your uncle. The room went quiet. Matteo walked to the window. where the harbor lights burned through the rain. "What are you asking?" Evelyn turned the laptop toward him. "We buy the debt, secure enough voting shares to stop the sale, and keep the company operating. No shutdown, no mass layoffs, no public panic. I am saying your money and my plan." A faint smile touched his mouth. "That sounds expensive." Matteo looked down at the charcoal shirt open at his neck, the tattoo on the left side disappearing beneath the collar. "Then try not to ruin it." For the first time that night, he laughed. It was brief and quiet, but real. Then his phone rang. Salvatore's voice came through hard enough for Evelyn to hear. Matteo's expression changed. "No, this family does not spend millions protecting Mercer employees." "Tonight it does." Salvatore went silent. "You are risking your position for her." Matteo looked at Evelyn. "I am risking it because her plan is better." He ended the call before his uncle could answer. For the next 4 hours, lawyers moved documents, lenders reviewed emergency terms, and board members received notices they could not ignore. Matteo brought her coffee, black with 1 spoonful of sugar, exactly the way she had taken it at the restaurant. She noticed. She said nothing. At 7:14, the final confirmation arrived. Bellandi Holdings now controlled the debt and enough shares to block Vanessa's sale. Mercer Maritime belonged to Matteo on paper before most of the city had finished breakfast. Evelyn stared at the screen, waiting to feel victorious. Instead, she felt the weight of every employee whose future now depended on what happened next. "It is done," Matteo said. "No," she replied. "The purchase is done. Saving it comes next. The company is mine on paper." Evelyn opened it. Inside was an agreement naming her interim operating director with full authority over payroll, contracts, and restructuring. "You prepared this already?" "I knew what you would choose." She looked up. "That is a dangerous habit." Matteo leaned one tattooed hand against the table. "So is underestimating you." Her phone began ringing. Vanessa's name filled the screen. Matteo glanced at it, then back at Evelyn. "Answer." Evelyn pressed the call button. Vanessa did not say hello. "What did you do?" Evelyn looked through the rain toward the harbor their father had built his life around. "I stopped you from selling what was never yours alone." Vanessa's press conference began at 9 o'clock beneath the Mercer Maritime logo, with cameras flashing and employees packed shoulder to shoulder along the glass walls. She wore white as if innocence could be tailored. "Today marks a new chapter," she said, smiling toward the reporters. "A stronger future for this company and everyone who depends on it." The elevator doors opened before she could announce the sale. Matteo stepped out first in a black suit with the collar open, the dark tattoo along the left side of his neck visible beneath the lights. More ink covered his hands as he adjusted one cuff. Evelyn walked beside him, not behind him, wearing a fitted navy dress and the calm expression Vanessa had always mistaken for weakness. The room changed around them. Conversations died. Cameras turned. Vanessa's smile remained in place, but one corner began to tremble. "This is a private corporate event," she said. Matteo stopped near the front row. "Not anymore." A Bellandi attorney approached the podium and handed documents to the board. As of 7:14 this morning, Bellandi Holdings controls Mercer Maritime's senior debt and a majority of its voting interests. The proposed sale is terminated. A murmur rolled through the room. Vanessa gripped the podium. "That is impossible." Evelyn stepped forward. "You transfer protected assets without approval. You caused the default yourself. You gave our company to him." Vanessa snapped. "You sold our father's name to a criminal family because you could not stand losing." The insult hung in the air. Evelyn felt every camera pointed at her, every employee waiting to decide which sister had betrayed them. Matteo shifted closer, but he did not speak for her. That mattered. Evelyn placed a folder on the podium. "You plan to break the company apart and cut 4,000 jobs." Vanessa looked at the board. "She is lying." One by one, Evelyn laid out the records. Payment dates, false signatures, secret agreements. It only needed daylight. Vanessa's face lost its color. She asked, "My office? My title?" Evelyn looked at the chair their father once used. For weeks, she had imagined Vanessa losing everything. Now that the moment had arrived, revenge felt smaller than she expected. "I wanted Dad's company back," Evelyn said, "but I do not want it badly enough to become you." She announced that Vanessa was removed from management pending a legal review. Her remaining lawful shares would be preserved. No punishment invented for pleasure. Salvatore Bellandi pushed through the crowd, his expression hard. "Matteo, appoint our man as chief executive." Matteo turned toward him. His tattooed hand rested flat on the conference table. "No." Salvatore stared at him. "Think carefully." Matteo faced the room. "Evelyn Mercer will serve as interim operating director with full authority over restructuring and payroll." The decision cost him. After the reporters left and the boardroom emptied, Evelyn stood beside the windows. Looking down at the harbor, Matteo joined her. He watched the cranes moving against the gray morning sky. And was it worth it? His gaze settled on her, quiet and unguarded. "Ask me when you stop pretending you do not already know." 6 months later, the Mercer Maritime lobby no longer smelled like lily and polished fear. It smelled like fresh coffee, printer paper, and rain from the harbor blowing in each time the doors opened. Evelyn stood beneath the company logo in a tailored charcoal dress, reading the final report from the Employee Ownership Trust. 4,000 jobs remained. Pension accounts had been restored. The shell companies were gone. Every major contract now required independent review, including the ones tied to Bellandi Holdings. Some people called that brave. Matteo called it necessary. Wearing a black suit open at the collar, dark tattoos visible along the left side of his neck and across both hands. Employees still lowered their voices when he passed, but they no longer disappeared from the hallway. Evelyn had changed that too. The board approved the audit rules. She said, "Even for your family." Matteo stopped beside her. "My uncle sent me 14 messages. Only 14. It was easier now, but never careless." Their world still carried debts-owed loyalties and men who believed fear was the same thing as respect. Matteo had lost 2 seats on the family council after choosing her. He had also changed the way Bellandi businesses handled workers, contracts, and family obligations. Not because she asked him to become harmless. She never wanted that. She asked him to become accountable. That evening, Evelyn found him alone in his kitchen, stirring tomato sauce in a heavy pot, while an old radio played a song from another decade. His sleeves were rolled to his elbows, revealing the ink along his forearms. "Do not sound so surprised. I have seen you negotiate with 6 angry men without blinking. This is more alarming." Matteo tasted the sauce, frowned. "My mother made this every Sunday." On the counter sat a letter addressed to Vanessa at the county detention center. Evelyn had enclosed a copy of their father's final message. Matteo looked at it. "You do not owe her forgiveness." "I know. Then why send it?" Evelyn rested both hands on the counter. "Because punishment and closure are not the same thing." He studied her quietly. "You could have destroyed her. So could you. That has never stopped me before." "I know." She stepped closer. "That is why this matters." Matteo turned off the stove. "You think you changed me?" "No." Evelyn looked at the tattoos on his hands, then back into his eyes. The silence between them carried everything they had not said. He had protected her by risking power. She had protected him by refusing to let power become the only language he understood. "I bought the company because Vanessa believed everything had a price," Matteo said. "You were the first thing I wanted that I refused to own." Evelyn touched his hand. "And you were the first dangerous man I trusted because you finally learned protection is not possession." When he kissed her, it was slow and certain. Not a victory and not a debt being paid. The next morning, they stood together above the harbor as sunlight moved across the water. Matteo placed a new file on her desk. The Moretti family was buying property near the eastern docks. Evelyn read the first page, then closed it. "Dinner?" she asked. "Unfortunately." Then this time, "We set the terms." Matteo looked at her, and for the first time in his life, the most powerful person in the room was not the one everyone feared. It was the woman who had taught him that honor was not measured by what a man could take, but by what he was willing to protect without claiming as his own.